Stay motivated through financial hardship. Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into a topic that many of us face at some point in our lives. Financial struggles. Whether it's unexpected expenses, job loss, or just feeling like you're living paycheck to paycheck, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and discouraged when money's tight. But don't worry, we've got some powerful tips to help you stay motivated and push through these tough times. Crystal clear vision-setting goals that stick. One of the most important things you can do when facing financial challenges is to set clear, specific, and achievable goals. Now, I'm not talking about some vague idea of being financially secure or getting out of debt. I'm talking about specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals. Think of it like this: if you're driving without a destination in mind, you're just going to end up lost and frustrated. But if you have a clear destination plugged into your GPS, you have a roadmap to follow, even if there are some detours along the way. The same goes for your finances. When you have a clear goal in mind, whether it's paying off a specific credit card, saving up for a down payment on a house, or just building a $1,000 emergency fund, it gives you something tangible to work towards. It's like having that North Star guiding you, even when things get tough. So how do you set these goals? Start by identifying what's most important to you. Is it getting out of debt, saving for a big purchase, building a safety net? Once you know what you want to achieve, break it down into smaller, more manageable steps. Instead of focusing on paying off $10,000 in credit card debt, start with a goal of paying off $1,000. It might not seem like much, but those small victories can provide a huge boost of motivation and keep you moving forward. And don't forget to write your goals down and track your progress. There's something incredibly powerful about seeing your progress in black and white. It's a visual reminder of how far you've come and how much closer you are to achieving your goals. Remember, setting goals isn't about depriving yourself or living a life of austerity. It's about taking control of your finances and creating a brighter future for yourself. It's about having the freedom to pursue your passions, secure your financial well-being, and live life on your own terms. Mastering your money budgeting for success. Let's face it, the word budget doesn't exactly spark joy in most people's minds. It sounds restrictive, boring, and maybe even a little scary. But trust me on this, creating and sticking to a budget is one of the most empowering things you can do for your finances, especially when you're facing financial struggles. Think of a budget as your financial roadmap. It helps you track where your money is going, identify areas where you might be overspending, and make conscious decisions about how you want to allocate your hard-earned cash. It's about taking control of your money rather than letting it control you. Now, there are tons of different budgeting methods out there, so find one that works best for you. You can go old school with a pen and paper, use a spreadsheet, or download one of the many budgeting apps available. The key is to find a system that you'll actually use and stick with. Start by tracking your income and expenses for a month. This will give you a clear picture of where your money is going. You might be surprised to see how much you're actually spending on things like eating out, entertainment, or subscription services. Once you have a good understanding of your spending habits, you can start setting realistic limits for each category. And don't forget to factor in your financial goals. If you're trying to pay off debt, allocate extra money towards those payments each month. If you're saving for a down payment, make sure you're consistently setting aside a portion of your income. Remember, every dollar you save or put towards your debt is a step closer to achieving your financial goals. Budgeting isn't about deprivation, it's about making conscious choices about your spending. It's about aligning your spending with your values and priorities. And the best part? When you're in control of your finances, you'll feel a sense of calm and confidence that you might not have felt before. When you're struggling financially, it's easy to feel isolated and alone. You might be hesitant to talk about your situation with others, fearing judgment or feeling like a burden. But let me tell you something. You don't have to go through this alone. Reaching out for support, whether it's from friends, family, or a support group, can make a world of difference. Talking to someone you trust about what you're going through can provide emotional support and help you feel less alone. Sometimes just having someone to listen without judgment can be incredibly therapeutic. They might not have all the answers, but just knowing that someone cares and understands can make a huge difference. Beyond emotional support, reaching out to others can also open doors to practical help. Friends or family members might be able to offer temporary assistance, like a loan or a place to stay if needed. They might also be able to connect you with resources you might not be aware of, like job leads, financial counselling services, or government assistance programs. If you're not comfortable talking to people you know, consider joining a support group. There are groups for just about everything these days, including financial struggles. Being around others who are going through similar challenges can provide a sense of community and understanding that you might not find elsewhere. You can share your experiences, learn from others, and gain valuable insights and coping strategies. Remember, asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. It takes courage to admit that you need support and to reach out for help. And you might be surprised by how willing others are to offer a helping hand. When you're in the thick of financial struggles, it's easy to neglect your own well-being. You might be working extra hours, skipping meals, or losing sleep, all in an effort to make ends meet. But here's the thing. Neglecting your physical and mental health will only make things harder in the long run. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's essential. When you're physically and mentally well, you're better equipped to handle stress, make sound decisions, and stay motivated. It's like putting on your own oxygen mask first before helping others. So what does self-care look like when you're on a tight budget? It doesn't have to be expensive spa days or fancy vacations. It's about making small, conscious choices throughout your day that nourish your mind, body and soul. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, eating nutritious meals and staying hydrated. These are basic needs, but they're often the first to go when we're stressed or overwhelmed. Even if you're short on time or money, there are ways to prioritize these things. Cook at home more often, pack your own lunches and make time for at least 30 minutes of exercise most days of the week. Find healthy ways to manage stress, whether it's through exercise, meditation, spending time in nature, or pursuing hobbies you enjoy. Even just taking a few minutes each day to disconnect from technology and engage in something you enjoy can make a big difference in your overall well-being. Remember, self-care is not an indulgence, it's an investment in your overall well-being. And when you feel your best, you're better equipped to tackle challenges and achieve your goals. When you're working towards a big financial goal, it's easy to get caught up in the long road ahead and lose sight of the progress you're making along the way. That's why it's so important to celebrate your wins, no matter how small they may seem. Think about it. Every time you make a payment toward your debt, add to your savings or stick to your budget, you're taking a step in the right direction. These small victories might not seem like much in the grand scheme of things, but they're all contributing to your overall progress. Acknowledging and celebrating these wins can provide a much-needed boost of motivation and remind you that you're capable of achieving your goals. It's like giving yourself a pat on the back and saying, "Hey, I'm doing this, I'm making progress." So, how do you celebrate your wins? It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. It could be as simple as treating yourself to a small indulgence, like a cup of coffee from your favorite cafe, a new book, or an evening out with friends. The key is to choose something that you enjoy and that makes you feel good. You can also use these celebrations as an opportunity to reflect on your progress and appreciate how far you've come. Look back at your goals and acknowledge the steps you've taken to get closer to achieving them. This can help you stay motivated and focused on the long-term vision. Remember, every step forward is a reason to celebrate. Don't wait until you've achieved your ultimate goal to acknowledge your hard work and dedication. Celebrate the small wins along the way, and you'll find that the journey becomes much more enjoyable. Remember, financial struggles are temporary, and with the right mindset and strategies, you can overcome them. The key is to stay focused on your goals, make a plan and take action. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it, and don't forget to celebrate your wins along the way. Stay strong, stay motivated and keep pushing forward. You've got this. And don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more inspiring content. See you next time.